want to talk in this video, mind blank. To be honest, for me, I didn't prepare for this topic. I have to take this topic at random. I am uh, come for video recording, and I start to my recording because I am pushing to myself what I can do for me better. So then I realize is to pick at one random topic, and you have tried to talk about that. It is good for like any learner who have to try to learning new language. So there there they there will try to make the sentence based on that own knowledge, and sometimes it would be difficult to find uh, to narrate that story. So that is the challenge of this video. Yeah, let's talk about to mind blank. Yeah, sometimes whenever you have to talk about any like good any like hobby or any interested topic, when you have talking to, just you have to talk, just you have to able to speak around 30 seconds or 1 minute. It means you have to mostly able to talk their information, introductory information, and then you have to talking about to little bit about that information, and you got stuck about that. it it happened with me. So uh, for that overcome, you have to at least good enough to confident about any kind of the topic. You have to talk about that. You don't worry about like I don't know this topic, I did not able to speak. You never like that thing. Whenever you got the topic, just you have to try to uh, make make story as possible. uh, base your knowledge. You do not think uh, what the listener they can think about my story, because I think listener is also they are naive, and they are trying to uh, they don't they do not judging you. They have to come, and they are actually they want to learn something. Yeah, sometimes some person like some friends and some other member, they can troll you. So it happen because you are learning something, so you can troll it. Like whenever you have in childhood childhood you have to small kids, so sometimes your grandfather, grandmother, and auntie, uncle, and father and mother, you have to they are taking more fun with you. Like they just told me they want to like speak, like sometimes you have to speaking very like sometimes that time is people the child they was speaking a very flip flop manner. It means they are sometimes they want to something say, but they didn't able to they pronounce it good, but the child their father and their auntie, uncle, they are enjoying that language and that fun. So it means everyone they are supporting you. And if you do not pushing yourself to overcome on that situation, so you have to got stuck. And if you have talk about the specific mind blank, so it happen whenever you have to try to something which is like is a working, you have to talking in first time, so your mind is going to blank. But try to catch up on that, like first you getting to words, and so work on that and think about. You give to 30 seconds, then you have to start to talking about that without worry about the audience what they can think about. And you certain uh, certain certain assumptions always to be always considered, so they then your story is more good and more enjoyable. Like whenever you have to talking, so which kind of the audience is there, then you have to talk, so it is good for good for that audience. Like the you have to explaining to technical words, and the audience is non-technical, so it they can face and they have to not build to interest on that story. So uh, first first you have to trying to something first when you want to trying to something say, so you have uh, to know about your audience. Like you have to given any kind of the interview, so there is a in interview they are expecting to like they don't want to hear and they want to actual answer. They don't want to like you are to try to want to say here and there, matlab, you am trying to answer that but you don't know, so it then you're going to bad impression. So you have to try actually what you want to say. And like for the mind blank, so for that you have to require to practice, you have to start your own practice. You come and you try to say and learn, and what you want to say you have to think about. Like in my scenario, so I have to learning in English, so it means I want whenever I'm thinking, so I always try to think in English. I in my brain I never try to first came thought in Hindi, then I try to convert it in English. Though in initial of the days of my conversation is not good for me, I didn't able to getting a single kind of the structure of single sentence in my brain. Mind is going to blank, but I given enough time of the practice and I have to start to more seeing where I am to lacking, what I want to say, and which kind of the scenario what should I can use that for that for okay, yeah, that's enough.